What are your values? What do you believe in? Paul, Toastmaster of the evening. Diane, Zoom Master of the evening. Fellow speakers, Henry and Muriel. Fellow Toastmasters, friends and guests. 10 years ago, I gave my 10th Toastmasters speech at the Oxford Speakers Club 50th anniversary meeting. As many of my speeches back then, my speech was a speech about self-development, personal progression, and hope. And it was a celebration of the Toastmasters values that I had come to learn: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Today, 10 years later, I stand in front of you, I speak in front of you, I come back to you with a message of purpose, a message of shared destiny. I'm here today to talk about values. The Oxford Dictionary definition of values is the beliefs people have, especially about what is right and wrong, and what is most important in life. Our lives are short, and more often than they should, they are pre-recorded. Let me explain. When we are little, we are told that we have to go to school and university, that we have to find a job and do well at it, even if we don't like it. That we have to find a partner, get married, and have children. And that we should cook for our families at Christmas, go to Cornwall on holidays in our family car, and repeat ever after until we retire and die. This is what I call the script, the invisible script that we are handed when we are born, and that controls our lives without us even realizing. That form of self-destruction ended for me when I posed the question, who are you? Who am I? What are my values? And this is how I found the answer to those questions. When I was 15, I discovered the story of a woman who had been working hard all her life. She'd been adopted by a working-class Republican family in the aftermath of the Spanish Civil War because her own family couldn't feed her. Following a difficult childhood, she married a man she didn't love. She wanted to escape the hardship of rural Spain and make a life in the big city. She had 5 children and devoted her life and her time to them. She ended up divorcing in her late 60s, and today she lives in Valencia, a wonderful Mediterranean city in the east coast of Spain. That woman today has a weak heart and a strong will. That woman is my mother, and she has taught me the value of gratitude. Being grateful to those who help you, looking back and lifting those left behind, and acknowledging good deeds when acknowledgement is due. Being grateful is a value I live by. In 2009, I met a woman at Toastmasters who had been working hard all her life. She's known for being a DTM, or as we say in the Toastmasters jargon, distinguished Toastmaster. She's known for being an organizer. She's very good with detail and planning. She doesn't like loose ends. She is what we call a safe pair of hands. Sensible, sound, solid. She ran her own business for many years, but not many of her fellow Toastmasters, however, will know as much about her role as a devoted mother and grandmother, in which, by the way, she excels even more brilliantly than as a Toastmaster. That woman is Mary Robson. and he has taught me the value of self-mastery. Persevere, do things properly, try and improve what you do and how you do it. Do the right thing and lift those around you along the way. Being your best is a value I live by. There are also two young ladies in my life that have taught me a third and key value: purpose. The feeling of getting up every morning, knowing what you want to achieve, how you want to achieve it and when. That feeling of energy that cannot be stopped by a challenge or failure. A clear path, a clear roadmap, a clear destination. Knowing your value and your mission in life is priceless, and my daughters Sophie and Maya have taught me its importance. Purpose, fellow Toastmasters, is a value I live by. As Gary Keller and Jay Papasan say on the book, The One Thing, when you bring purpose to your life, know your values and achieve high productivity on the things that matter every day, your life begins to make sense and the extraordinary becomes possible. I have come to discover the values in my life through the people in my life. And I invite you to look back at your own life, your own stories, and your own values to create a life that is more meaningful, more fulfilling, and has an even bigger impact on those around you and behind you. Happiness is meaningless without values and purpose. And here's the call to action for you all, fellow Toastmasters. Find a quiet moment and a quiet corner. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. Don't do this on a computer. It won't be as effective. Write down the values you live by. Then align those values with your personal and professional life. If there is a mismatch, you know that changes are needed. If there isn't a mismatch, you are on the way to greatness. And the next step is to find purpose. Write it down too. And if you feel comfortable to share your values and your purpose, I will be delighted if you can email me or contact me on social media to tell me what they are. Who are you? What are your values? What do you believe in? Before I close, let me share with you a final thought. The Oxford Speakers Club is a force for good in a world where good is sometimes difficult to see or find. The Oxford Speakers Club is a positive change driver in a world where positive change has to be fought for. The Oxford Speakers Club is an opportunity for us all in a world where opportunities are many, but many are the obstacles too. The Oxford Speakers Club is a value in itself. It gives us purpose, and as such, it is an entity, a group of human beings to be celebrated. Happy 60th anniversary, Oxford Speakers Club. To past and present members and the many more that will come. Today, a day to celebrate, a day to remember.